Hello students. In this lecture, I will discuss electron theories for the metal conduction. You all know metal can conduct electricity in its normal solid state only. What is the cause? What is the mechanism behind the conduction of metals in the solid state? Because in the solid state, intermolecular forces and the binding energies, they are maximum. So with the help of electron C model, the conduction in metals was explained by Paul Drude and Lawrence Drude. They explained the electron C model for metal conduction. Electron C model means sea of electrons lie in the metal surface, and with the help of a diagram, let us discuss electron C model. If this is a metal, then inside the metal these are kernels and these are mobile or free electrons. Means positive ions, which are called kernels, they are almost stationary, and a sea of electrons in the form of tides, they are moving here to there. And what are these kernels exactly? Suppose we have a copper atom and one electron is ejected from it, or two valence electrons are ejected from it, then the remaining will be copper 2 positive. So copper 2 positive is a nucleus plus inner electrons, because only valence electrons have been ejected. So this is the nucleus of copper and inner electrons. These nucleus of electrons with inner electrons are called kernels. These are those kernels. So kernels are obviously positively charged, they are massive, they are heavy, so they have little bit stationary nature, but electrons are very light, they move in the form of tides in the sea. That's why it is called electron C model. And what is the conclusion? Inside the metals, free or mobile electrons are present. They move from here to there and they act as the current carriers. They act as the current carriers because for the conduction of electric current, a current carrier is always needed. For example, in electrolytes, positive and negative ions are the current carrier. And in metals which are in the solid state, they have these free electrons which are the current carriers. Because whenever charge moves, there is an electric current. And what is the definition of current? It is the flow of charge or rate of flow of charge. So when the charge moves here, negatively charged electrons or mobile electrons, when they move, then there will be electric current and hence metals will show electric conduction. So this is the cause of conduction in metals. And now there are weak forces between the mobile electrons and this positive kernel. When due to their movements, when electrons are away, there will be no force between this particular kernel and this electron. When this electron will be away, and when this electron comes closer to the particular kernel, there will be simultaneous force of attraction between the electron and the positive charge or the kernel. These are not the permanent forces, these are the simultaneous forces which arise simultaneously and then ultimately get diminished. When electrons are going away, the forces will be decreased and diminished, and when electron come close to the particular kernel, then there will be stronger forces of attraction. So these simultaneous forces of attraction between the mobile electrons and the kernels are called metallic bonds. These are the metallic bonds. They were named metallic bonds as they were present inside the metals, and they were different from the covalent bonds and ionic bonds, because in covalent bonds, mutual sharing of electrons will take place. These electrons are of opposite spins, so there will be forces of attraction. And in case of ionic bonds, electron get ejected from one atom to other, and there is transference of electrons, which is the cause of the ionic bond. But here, neither the forces are between two electrons, nor any electron is being ejected from one atom to other. That's why these forces between moving electrons and positive ions are of different types than the covalent and ionic interactions. So these forces were named metallic interactions or metallic bonds. So due to these free electrons or mobile electrons, metals are able to conduct electricity in the solid state. Metals are sonorous They produce sound because when a metal is being hit by some particle, then that energy will be absorbed by these free electrons. They undergo oscillation and sound is produced. Metals have luster, they have shining surface. This is also because of these free electrons, because when light falls on the metal surface, these electrons absorb that light and then act as a source and start emitting that light, and it appears as if that light is being reflected from the metal surface. So metals appear to be shining, their surface appear to be shining. So all these properties are explained with the help of these mobile electrons, or you can say with the help of electron C model. So this is what electron C model is all about. Thank you.